video, we're going to talk about how astrology can help you trust your intuition, especially during those moments when you feel disconnected, overwhelmed, or unsure what you really want or need. We'll explore what intuition really is and what tends to block it in everyday life, and how the cosmic guidance of astrology can reconnect you to what you already know deep within yourself. If we haven't met before, my name is Stephanie Schroeder. I am the founder of Astrofusion Astrology, where I support intuitive women and a few brave men who feel stuck in the grind to reclaim their spiritual rhythm and build a life that feels like home. If you're ready to connect to your spiritual rhythm, click the link in the description box below and grab my new moon ritual guide. It's completely free and it's a beautiful way to slow down, tune into the energies around you and start working with it. So I recently watched a video on what blocks your intuition by Nancy Rebecca, and I felt really called to share my take on it. Because for me, astrology has been one of the most powerful ways to come back to that inner trust, to that inner self, and really reflect on it, especially when I felt disconnected or couldn't quite trust my next step. What is intuition, right? It is our inner compass. It's that quiet nudge, that gut feeling, that sense of, I just know. We all have it, but most of us stop listening to it. Why? Because life gets busy, it's noisy, there's so much scrolling, stuff happening, we're constantly doing things, we're rushing, we're managing, we're juggling, we're everywhere. There's barely space to hear ourselves think, right? Let alone feel what actually is right for us. So that's a real problem, right? Who can relate? I mean, leave me a comment below if you can relate. So what blocks our inner knowing actually? We often really override our gut feeling with logic, because it is just sometimes it doesn't make sense, because what we feel is actually not what we want to feel, because it is inconvenient or whatever it is. We have expectations, there is pressure, and it just doesn't fit in at the moment, and we just push it to the side. We question ourselves, we push through even when we need to pause or hold or just relax, and no, we push on, we need to get it done. And then we wonder why we feel off, or then as a consequence, disconnected, right? Why we don't feel like we feel like ourselves anymore, like something is gone, like we've lost our spark, things like that. So it's really the knowing before the logic kicks in. It's like we said, that gut feeling, that little flicker of insight, of inner spark, of knowing of what's going on, right? That sudden, oh, it doesn't feel right. Yes, it feels right, and there is no reason. So when this is actually blocked, it happens when we're overwhelmed, or when we've just got so much stuff happening, so much stuff going on, when we're running on autopilot. Who can relate? Now, burnout is another common one, when we're actually so busy with who we are, what we're doing, and we keep on going, and we're actually completely burned out. So another way that our intuition might be blocked, another way that you can tell might be that, ever had that gut feeling maybe to do something, but you ignored it and then later wish you hadn't? Yep, That's exactly blocked intuition. When you thought, oh, I should do it this way, and then you didn't, but later on, oh, wish I had just listened to my gut, right? And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about trusting your inner knowing, trusting yourself, rather than reverting to other systems or other things external to you. And when we're talking about astrology and trusting your intuition with astrology, what we are really doing is actually reverting to this ancient cyclic system that we can use to tap in and actually see what is going on around us. So that's really, really powerful. So now let's get into it. What is actually astrology? You know, it is the study of cosmic cycles. Like, it's been around forever, a sacred system that observes the planet, the movements, and really how the energy influences us here on Earth. So we all are nature, you know. The planets don't make us do anything. They don't make us do certain things. But what they do is they mirror our tides and timing. So it is, I always like to look at it as waves, like a wave that's going, or a frequency that's playing. And when we actually listening to that frequency, we can actually benefit from it. So what it really is, it's like having a map. To me personally, that's my passion and love right there, right? Because to me, it is a map to my soul. It doesn't replace your intuition or anything. I'm not saying to outsource it. No, I'm saying it actually amplifies it, because when you actually know what are the frequencies, what are the energies, what's actually going around, and what's going on around you, you can actually tap into certain things. So how does astrology help you strengthen your intuition? We can do that by syncing you with the natural rhythms of the universe. Let's use a practical example. For instance, let's use the moon. Yeah, let's take the moon, because this is the most visible and easiest to start with. We can see when it's dark. You know, when it's dark, it's not there. It's the new moon. And we can see when it's full, it's the full moon. That's a cycle that is always reoccurring and always happening. The new moon is new beginnings, right? That's where we seed something, like the start of something new. And the full moon is always the release, the culmination, the awareness coming in. So there are natural cycles that are happening. And by actually syncing with these natural rhythms of the universe, we can actually see what's going on and see what's helping us in our life. Just like the sun rules the day, the moon rules our emotional world. And that polarity, the light and the dark, the action and the reflection, is what astrology helps us navigate. And speaking of the moon, we've got the new moon in Leo coming up. Leo's energy is bold, courageous, heart-centered. It's about shining, leading, and about being seen. It invites you to ask, where am I ready to take up space? You know, where have I been actually dimming my light in order to fit in? And where do I now want to claim my space? So it's a call to own your truth and express it with confidence. If this resonates and you want to go deeper, I've got a new moon activation workshop coming up. We'll explore your personal chart, activate your intentions, and get you aligned with the energy of this new cycle. I'll drop the link below. I'd love for you to join us and start manifesting with the universe instead of working against it. So astrology to me is all about presence, right? Your intuition is your internal compass, And astrology is the energetic weather, right? And when you combine the two, you're not guessing anymore. You're moving with clarity and timing, helping you catch the right wave at the right time. So if this is landing for you, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to check out my next video on the moon and your intuition. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.